Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It is a Friday, it's the weekend, my favorite time of the week. I'm packing stuff up for swim right now. We have to leave in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna be running some errands today, so I figure I just take you guys along and then we're gonna be getting some stuff together like outside of the house this weekend. Well, fingers crossed. I want to update you guys on how I feel after taking my vitamins because I swear it has played a huge role in how I feel. I have felt the best I've ever felt these past, like, I want to say it's been like 3 weeks since I made some changes in my lifestyle as far as working out, my eating, vitamins, all of that. My sleep, I've been getting more sleep. I'm able to sleep at night a lot better and I'm more energized during the day. Those are the two big differences I see. And I think a big part of it is the vitamins that I take. So once again, I do vitamin D, vitamin B12, and magnesium glycinate. A few videos back, I showed the vitamins that I use. I will actually have those linked down below because you can get them on Amazon. And like I said, they're great ingredients. They're the soft pill, so they're easy to swallow. We're home now. I'm throwing the blankies in the washer. This is Hazel and Isla's blankie. I have 2 blankie girls. Obsessed with the blanket. Hazel has been a blankie girl since the day she was born. This was the blanket that we like brought to the hospital, and it's been her blankie ever since, and she cannot live without it. It even has a giant rip on one side, like the seams came apart, but she loves it like that because she can like go inside of it and stuff, and it's just her comfort thing. It always has been. And then Isla didn't have a blankie obsession until recently. We decided to give her one once she turned 1 to sleep with, and also to have like a comfort item in her crib. It helped her a lot to be able to go to sleep, to learn how to sleep all night and be comforted like by herself without us having to go in there. It also helped her wean. It was just a comfort item for her, and it's been awesome. So if you're struggling with trying to find ways to like wean your baby or get them to sleep through the night, a comfort item. Just gotta find a comfort item for them, whether it's like a lovey or a blanket if they're over 1 and you feel comfortable doing that, putting a blanket in the crib with them. But the point is that these things stink because they carry them around everywhere. I try to say no blankie like outside of the house, but sometimes if we're having a meltdown, you know, we'll bring it in the car. So I need to get these washed. So I wanted to update you guys on my DIY laundry detergent that I do. This is the second batch I've ever made. A video a while back, I showed you guys all the ingredients, which I have them right in here. So it's Epsom salt, washing soda, natural sea salt, baking soda, but the baking soda is upstairs right now, and then I also use essential oil. I used lemon for my last round, and then this one I did lavender, which I prefer lavender way more. I don't know why, it's just a lot more stronger. The scent has lasted a little bit more. This has been amazing. It's saving us so much money. It cost me $20 to buy all of the ingredients at first. With the $20 in ingredients, I was able to fill like 1.5 of these, and these last around 1 to 1.5 months. It really just depends on how much laundry we're doing, but $20 for like every 2 months, that's great, because I used to be spending like $16 every 2 weeks on laundry detergent. I'll leave the recipe for it down below. I triple it when I make it. I make a whole bunch of it, and then I just put it in a big bucket down there, mix it up, and then I dump it in the smaller bucket, just because if I don't make a lot at one time, I'll just have to keep making it, and it's kind of like time consuming to measure everything and pour it in there. So I just make like a big batch at once. For extra stinky stuff, I'll do 2 tablespoons. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. This is a tablespoon measure. I'll some OxyClean in this. The blankets are just nasty and I want to get any stains out. This is the OxyClean free with no dyes or perfume, and then of course for a softener, and then to get any other nasty smells out, I eyeball this, but it's about like half a cup of vinegar. That's what's going on in there. This is my laundry concoction. So my lunch today is going to be leftover lunch from yesterday. Chipotle honey salmon that I made in the air fryer. I get the pre-packaged like frozen ones from Target. They're so good. They're expensive, but they're so good. And then some green beans. And then I also will make some of this 90-second quinoa and brown rice. The best part is the Bang Bang sauce from Aldi. This sauce is freaking amazing, especially with salmon or any type of like rice bowl. I'm heating up the salmon in the microwave and Isla just started like cackling. She's doing it again and I feel so bad because I remember when I was a kid and my mom would like make fish or heat up fish and it was so disgusting smelling. I didn't start liking fish or salmon until I was an adult. And here she is. She's healthy, she's delicious, she's nutritious, she's filling. Right now I'm going to Graceland's school for a meeting. And I might take her home early. I feel like I should, because if the meeting takes like 30 minutes, it wouldn't make sense for me not to take her home a little bit early because the school day is about to be over, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Meeting is done. That went well. I just drove 30 minutes to the nearest Apple store to pick up my new phone. My phone broke. The cellular data just stopped working on it. And so after like 2 weeks of ignoring it and just not having any service when I left the house, I finally was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. So I took it to the Apple store and they told me that the inside of my phone is just broke. Like there's nothing they can do. They can't fix it. So they're gonna give me a replacement one. I don't have a whole lot of time though, so I need to go. I hate parking garages like with a passion. I got to the Apple store at 2 and it's 4:57. Like I said, my cellular data on my phone just didn't work, so they basically told me you're gonna just need to get a new phone. Buy whatever iPhone you want, but we can offer you the same iPhone you have, which is the XR, with the same gigs, everything, same exact thing, for $399. And so I decided to go with that because I don't really care about having the newest iPhone or anything. And I like this iPhone. It never gave me any issues other than, I guess it just bit the dust 5 years later. When I was at the store last week, when I brought the phone in to be looked at, he had told me that I could keep this phone. I was like, do I have to like trade it? He's like, no, you can keep it. So I went into the store today thinking I could keep the phone, so I didn't back up my phone or anything or put any of my photos or videos on iCloud, which I have 30,000 pictures and videos on my camera roll, I know, but I didn't back any of those up. When I was in the store, I realized I needed to buy more storage, so I bought 2 terabytes of storage for $10 a month. So when I was in the store and the guy came to give me my phone, it was a different guy that I talked to from the other day. He was like, oh, you have to give us your phone. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not prepared for that. He was like, all right, you just need to buy some storage. So I was like, great, I don't want to buy storage, but I have to because I don't want all my pictures and videos to get erased. They had told me that it'll probably take like 2 hours. So I was like, okay, whatever. I asked my sister if she could pick up Graceland from school. I drove out here, it's a 30-minute drive. And I was like, let's just get it done today. Whatever, this is what I have to do. I'll just sit here for 2 hours. So I did. I actually sat there for longer than 2 hours. I sat there for 3 hours. I had no way of getting a hold of anybody because my phone was in the process of like transferring it. He tried at first to do like an iCloud thing, but it was taking so long for them. They're slowly going onto iCloud, but 30,000 pictures. And then he tried to do like a transfer from like phone to phone instead of it going onto iCloud. And at first it said 7 hours. It was gonna take 7 hours, and then it dropped down 3 hours, and then it sat at 3 hours for like an hour. And so finally, like, he went on his break and he came back and I was like, listen, I don't think I can sit here any longer, so I'm just gonna like go home. I was like, let's just cancel the transfer thingy and I'm just gonna go home and come back because I can't sit here any longer. My butt is literally numb from sitting, and I didn't really want to like leave my phone there and just like walk around the mall or the store because I didn't want anybody to take it. He had told me since it's already in the process of going onto iCloud, all the pictures and videos, that it should take like 24 hours and they should all be on there. I have very little information about iCloud. Like, I never utilized it or I never learned about it. I didn't know that once you like go to transfer to iCloud, you can just leave, you know what I mean? I thought I needed to be sitting there that entire time. I look at these types of situations as almost like an opportunity. Like, I got the opportunity to sit there and do nothing. I just sat on my butt for 3 hours. I people watched, which is one of my favorite hobbies. And I watched some YouTube videos on the MacBook that I had that was from the Apple store. You know, they have them all sitting out, so I did log on to my old Facebook to get a hold of Patrick and my sister because I had no way of getting a hold of anybody. And I watched YouTube videos about how it's made. I watched how hot dogs are made, how Doritos are made. I watched something about the US Navy wave pool. It's all right. And I'll just come back tomorrow, the next day. And hopefully by then, all my 30,000 pictures and videos will be on my iCloud. And then he said, once I come back, it will be easy. I'll just, I don't know, put my SIM card in and we'll be done. I'm finally home. That was such a long trip. On the way home, I got stuck in rush hour traffic, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get off the highway. But then I got off the highway and I got lost, and I couldn't do GPS because my phone doesn't have cellular data. Then I was driving around for a little bit, trying to find my way back home, found my way back onto the highway, got into more traffic, got back off, went another back way. I knew where I was going this time. And then finally got home. It took me an hour to get home. It normally takes like 30 minutes. And I was so hungry. I just ate. That was the first thing I did when I got home because I hadn't eaten since like 11 and it is 6:28. I got home at like 6. Of course, as soon as I go to clean up, the food's done. I got these Caden Lane bamboo jammies in, I want to say it was like October. So it's been 7 months and they're size, I think they're size 6 to 12 and they still fit her so well with tons of room. She doesn't want to stand up, but look at how stretchy they are. And they still fit her perfect. Finally get to use this really cute little wristlet card holder thing that my mom got me, but it has my name in it. Look how cute. Because I am going out to the bar right now with my sister. Me and my sister Emily, we like to go out like once a month. It's kind of this new thing that we started doing and it's really fun. My first time at a bar, my sister took me for my 25th birthday this year. My sister Emily, she took me to a couple different bars and I got my first bar experience. Yes, first bar I went to was when I was 25 years old after I had all 3 of my kids. But the girls are all down asleep right now. Patrick's obviously home, so it's my turn. It's mommy's turn to go have some fun. It's now the next morning. Last night was pretty fun with my sister. We had some drinks, we had a little snack, and then we hung out after at her house for a little bit. It feels so good to like be able to go out and not feel, I don't know, like weird about it or have guilt in a way. I guess the past 7 years that I've been raising my kids and having kids, I always felt like I just needed to be strictly mom, or it was something that I kind of like struggled with. At first I was like, no, I want this. Like, I don't want to do any of that other stuff. Like, I don't want to do anything for myself, which is so toxic. And then with each kid I had, I kind of slowly let go of that. And then also just having the support of a partner, of having Patrick and bringing that into my life, I've just slowly been able to be like, okay, I can do things for myself. You guys know I've been making so many changes in my life recently, but one of the other changes that I've made is just doing things for myself that are fun that I normally wouldn't do, which would include, you know, going out and having some fun after the kids are asleep and enjoying myself in that way. I never did anything like that. Like I said, I had never gone to a bar until I was 25. I had never danced at like a club or a bar until I was 25, which there's nothing wrong with it if you haven't, you know, obviously we all have our own preferences, but a lot of it was just me holding myself back and being like too shy and scared to do those things. But life is too short and I'm glad that I kind of broke through that shell and I'm able to go out and have fun. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to get all these freaking videos and pictures downloaded. So I gave up on iCloud. My iCloud actually never synced the photos. It was stuck at it just kept saying 30,000 photos are syncing, and it's been syncing for 24 hours. So I'm like, I give up. This is another reason why I don't like iCloud, because I feel like it never works. I feel like if you have it on from the second you get your phone, like my new phone, I'm gonna have it on. I know better now. I never would have iCloud on because I just didn't like it. I didn't want to learn about it. I'm really old school when it comes to technology. Like I just updated my iPhone. This is probably one of the reasons my iPhone doesn't work anymore, but I didn't update it for 3 years. I had the auto updates like off. It's probably one of the reasons why my phone broke, because I just never updated it. But I just don't like, I'm not super into like the new technology and all that. I really like the old school stuff. So like I have my, which this isn't super old school, but I have my hard drive right here that I'm just manually downloading every single picture and video from my phone onto that hard drive. And it's taking so long. I've been doing it for like an hour now, but I mean, iCloud's not working and I have no other choice because I need these pictures and these videos. It's like pictures and videos from the past 3-4 years of my kids, literally them growing up, everything on my phone. So I need to save them. So that's what I'm doing right now. And honestly, I'm having better luck doing this than I had at the Apple store yesterday or with iCloud. I hate iCloud. I hate iCloud. I hate iCloud. I hate it. I hate iCloud so much. I sound like a boomer. I literally sound like my mom right now. My head is starting to hurt though from looking at this computer screen, so I'm gonna put on my blue light blocking glasses. We're just kind of hanging out. I have Isla right here. She's playing with toys. The girls are just on their iPads because I'm just trying to get this done so that hopefully I can run to the Apple store. We also want to start to put the girls' playground together today because we've been saying we were gonna do it for weeks and we haven't. So like we really want to get it put together before Graceland's out of school for obvious reasons. So hopefully we can get all this done. Today is already an amazing day though, because my new bike that I ordered that I'm so excited about got delivered, and also our HelloFresh meals. We're now on our way to the Apple store, Patrick and I. I asked my mom if she could watch the girls just because we do plan to put the playset together like I said. We're getting some gas right now because my car literally had 10 miles in it, and then we're gonna go to Bibi Bop. I think it's called Bibi Bop. Have you ever been there?
It's called Bebop.
Have you ever been there? To Bibi Bop? I feel like
no.
I've taken you before.
No.
Anyways, he's never been there, so I want to take him there because
I have been recommended.
So yummy delicious. Also, I ended up spending like 3 hours going through my, well, I didn't go through them, I just put them all on the hard drive, but 3 hours, you gotta go left, get back on the highway. So we're moving the playground, and I just told Patrick, God, that is, oh my God, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I just told him that there's probably gonna be some
literally scratched the ground.
Spiders. There's probably one in this pile. I always find them. Why are you so aggressive about it?
What are you talking about?
Wow, I'm shocked. Anytime I clean the garage, one of those spiders always comes out. This is the swing set that we got. My mom found this last year at one of those like buyout stores, and it was only $300, so she picked it up. It was actually, they had it listed at $325, but she bargained for $300. And this is originally $750, I think, brand new from Target. So very exciting. I highly doubt that we're gonna finish it today, but we're at least gonna get started. We're gonna start to put it together in the driveway because it's level and our backyard's like super unlevel. We need to like level it out before we put it back there, or at least before the girls plan it. We'll put it back there, but we'll worry about leveling like once it's all put together, just so all the pieces are in the right spot and it's straight, or as straight as it can be. I just started to open up the box and I already almost just scraped my ring on the concrete, so this needs to come off. We have been working on this playset for 3 hours, and it's kind of embarrassing how little we got done. We messed up quite a few times and had to fix some things, but we're at a stopping point because we have to go pick up the girls. It's already 8:30, so it's like way past their bedtime. This is how far we got. Yep. 3 hours. And this is how far we got. But you know what? It's progress. So it's now the next morning. I'm about to tackle this laundry that has been sitting in the kitchen and staring at me for a few days now, which is not like me. I've just been busy with everything else. I've been prioritizing everything else. The goal today is to just finish the playset. I don't know if we're gonna finish it just because we don't really have any help today with the kids. I feel like there's a lot of things that I can do by myself. He plans on getting up early today just because we have a lot of stuff that we want to get done. But I think there's a lot that I can do without his help because we do have like the main structure put together already. So a lot of it's just like screwing pieces in and on top of rather than like building it and trying to make that structure. I honestly think the hardest part is out of the way. Plus we got this app that it gives you step-by-step instructions. It's actually really cool. I have never heard of it and I've never used it, but it's awesome. So it's called Built. It looks like this, and you can search for any product on here. Right here, I already downloaded the playset. So it actually took a while to download. So if you're gonna use this, give it some time before you put it together because you'll need time for it to download. This is where we are at, and you can do like a full 360 of it. Look at how cool that is. And then like the next step, it'll show you what screws, and you can click on the screw and it'll show you like what actual screw you need. It is now time to get back at it, see how much I can accomplish. Girls are outside now. Well, Patrick brought them out, set up the splash pad for them. They got their towels laid out over here, and I am getting somewhere. It doesn't look like I got very far, but I did. I'm about to put a bunch of like wood planks around the sides. So far so good. I actually have made a lot of progress. I don't know how long I've been on here. I want to say probably like 2.5 hours, but I've been able to do it all by myself just because it's like putting random pieces in. It's nothing that requires 2 people. Probably gonna have to move it just because we put it together so it was level, but it's getting too heavy. So we're gonna have to move it to the back and probably just bring the rest of it like back in pieces. This is what I got done. It is day 3 of trying to get this playset together. I just moved the cars out of our driveway so that the kids can play in the driveway. My mom is actually on her way over soon here with my niece and my nephew just so they can play. Really quick before I start, I'm gonna wash out this bin. This is like where we put all of our recycling, but as you can see, stuff kind of leaks sometimes, so it's a little bit nasty. I forgot we took this off yesterday when they were playing with the Here's a little cleaning hack for you. Get these scrub brushes from Dollar Tree, $1.25 now. I put these all around our house. So I keep one in the garage, the laundry room, the kitchen, the bathroom. Obviously the garage one is used for nasty stuff like cleaning out the dirty garbage juice. But they work really well for scrubbing. And like I said, only $1.25. Look at how cute my girls are in their little sun hats. They're so cute. They were having a little Easter egg hunt. Hazel hid the eggs. Well, she tried to hide them. I swear I could stare at them be in their natural habitats all day long. I'm on my phone right now just because I don't have any more space on my memory card, but it is day 4 of putting together this playset. Yesterday I finished up some of the pieces I was putting together, like the roof, and then I brought all of the pieces to the back. It basically just needs to be pieced together now. And then like the swing set needs to be built, which it's not that difficult. It's just a couple pieces that need to be screwed together. But I'm gonna work on this for like an hour. I do have a dentist appointment though, so I only have like an hour right now, but then I have the rest of the day if I can find some time to work on it. You guys, I am so over this playset. It's starting to frustrate me. I just spent like an hour and a half working on it. And I think the thing that's frustrating me the most, it's not that it's difficult, because it's actually gotten a lot easier and I got the hang of it and stuff. It's more so just how time consuming it is and how difficult it is to put it together while I have the kids and trying to entertain them and watch them and all of that. That's the most difficult part. I'm gonna go head to the dentist though right now to get my teeth cleaned, and then hopefully when I get back I can get back to it. It's so hard, specifically with Isla, like trying to do it with Isla, because she's one, she wants to walk around everywhere, she wants to get into things, and it's a little bit difficult. So since I got back from the dentist, I've been out here for about like an hour now. Patrick was up for a little bit, so he was able to help, but he had to go to work. Right now I'm working on like putting together it's like the bar that the swings are gonna hook onto. I set the water table up for the girls so that they can be entertained while I'm out here doing it, but I don't think they're gonna last much longer. Plus it's gonna be dinner time soon, so we'll see how much I can get done for the rest of this day. It is now 6 days later since we started the playset. I finished it yesterday. I was able to finish it because Patrick was able to help me put like this frame part. Well, I put this all together, but he helped me like connect it, you know, to this section, which that was impossible to do by myself. I tried and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna break it. This is the final result of the swing set. It took 5 days to build. I want to say each day we probably spent like 3 to 4 hours on it. I was able to do about like 80% of it by myself. Patrick did help like the first day we started. This main bottom portion of like the frame we did together, and I think it would have been really difficult if I did it by myself. But then the rest of it was super easy to do by myself. I mean, it took a really long time, and of course I had the kids while I was doing it, so it took me even longer, but 3 to 4 hours every day for 5 days straight. Pretty happy with how it turned out. The only thing is I'm slightly disappointed in the size. It was advertised for up to 10 years old. It can hold up to 110 pounds. But honestly, I feel like next year or maybe in like 2 years, Grayson's gonna be way too big for it. I wasn't really expecting it to be that size. She can definitely still swing on it and she can go down the slide. It's not that big of a playset anyways, but it'll work for now, and especially for Hazel and Isla. But it does kind of make me feel bad because I'm like, dang, I thought it was a little bit bigger. I also want to eventually get a set of like monkey bars, so probably just separate, but they love monkey bars and this set didn't have it. The reason I got this is because it was so cheap. It was only the $300, which for a playset this size is really good. So that's the reason why I went with this. I just did not want to drop $1,000 on a playset. I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.